Guys, I make a lot of videos, but I need you to stop and I need you to listen.
So while we're on the subject of Taylor Swift, I, like 264 million other people, watched the Super Bowl yesterday. And I really need help. I really need someone to like explain it to me like I'm 5. Why is it that when they showed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, why did she get booed? What does Taylor Swift do to people that makes them boo her or hate her so much? For the life of me, I do not understand. Every time they show Taylor at a game, every time the NFL points a camera at Taylor Swift at a football game, and I'm saying this every single time, it is not her choice. I'm sure if she could be there and support her guy without being on camera, she would 100% prefer to do that. So can someone, please, like I'm 5, explain to me, why do people hate Taylor Swift so much? There are several celebrities at the games, and when they show these celebrities, nobody boos. But when she comes up, they do. And I do not understand. So can someone out there please explain to me why they boo Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl? Please and thank you.
Yes, within the space of 24 hours, I've seen a lot of videos pertaining to this lady. I didn't want to do this, but it is important. I show you something. The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. That is Trump reacting to this. When you take a look at this article, the Daily Mail just put out extremely concerning. Taylor Swift hides under umbrellas as she makes her secret escape from New Orleans after Travis Super Bowl had a. I saw this at a certain point. I was wondering, like, why would she be doing this? You saw this guy at the beginning asking questions like, why do people hate her? If you are an artist, if you involve yourself into politics, this is what you will get every single time.
Yesterday was the Super Bowl in the US, and the President of the United States took the time to post twice about Taylor Swift getting booed at the Super Bowl. Not once, twice. Now, if you think I'm exaggerating, here is what he actually posted in one of his 2 posts. The only one who had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Now, this is not just some random fan or critic arguing online. This is actually the President of the United States of America using his official platform to mock a private citizen over crowd noise at a football game. Now, whatever your opinion of Taylor Swift is, let's pause for 1 second. The leader of the most powerful country in the world, someone who's responsible for national security, for the economy, for global diplomacy, decided that this was worth his time. That publicly trolling a woman and the biggest music artist on the planet was somehow presidential behavior. Now, this isn't leadership. This is pettiness. And honestly, it's scary to think that he thinks this is a good use of his time and a good use of his social media platform. And this isn't about politics. This is about priorities. If the President of the United States is spending his time trolling pop stars online, I think we should all be asking ourselves, what does this say about his leadership? And I think we all know the answer to that.
How dare you boo Taylor Swift? How dare all of you? Shame on you. Okay? I mean, that's, for Eagles fans, I mean, I would expect nothing less. But she was at the Grammys cheering for everybody, singing their songs, knowing every lyric. She was the only person that was singing along to Sabrina Carpenter songs. And, oh, but what if other people didn't know the lyrics? It's 3 words. Please, please, please. It's please 3 times. No. I don't like this one bit.
I'm going to take a not so wild guess here and assume that those of you that the halftime show just went completely over your heads, that you are also the same ones that booed Taylor Swift when she was shown on the big screen. Because if you cannot comprehend that a woman is going there to support her significant other and that she's not being asked to be shown, then you clearly You clearly missed all the symbolism happening, and don't understand that it's us, the people, that is being divided and being just pawns in the government's game.
Booing Taylor Swift is so weird. Like, that's such a weird thing to do collectively. Like, you give so much power to her. Like, she controls your emotions. You can't even see her on a screen without booing or commenting on her. You don't like her so much that when you're at the Super Bowl after paying $10,000 for a seat, plus, you're focused on her. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. You could not pay me to care. You could not pay me to not like somebody or to love somebody that much that I don't know. Like, you don't even know her. And she's controlling you. Meanwhile, you're paying $10,000 to watch a guy throw a football. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm concerned. Everyone, call your parents. Maybe don't. Maybe call your therapist.
Oh, and one last thing before I go to bed. Anyone who came out in support of Travis Kelce's comments when he basically said that it would be a privilege and an honor for any president to watch them play football in the Super Bowl instead of calling a spade when he's been able to call him out in the past. Yeah, that same president who you were trying to be respectful of was retweeting tweets about how they were cheering for the fact that your girlfriend got booed at the game where she was watching you. So when she sings those lyrics, karma is the guy on the screen, karma is my boyfriend, yeah, buddy, karma goes both ways, apparently. So do with that information what you will. I know Travis has had no problem calling out in the past. So the fact that all of a sudden, with MAGA Mahomes, everyone's changing their tune, it's icky. And this is icky. I'm sorry, but any guy who's completely unable to call out the guy who's gone after his girlfriend on many occasions doesn't have a spine. And frankly, I expected better. So while a stadium full of people boos at your girlfriend and the sitting president says that means the world is healing, your team lost. Maybe for a reason.
I think last night's game, the president's tweets about Taylor Swift after it teaches us white women a powerful lesson if we're paying attention. It doesn't matter if you're dating the famous football player. It doesn't even matter your own qualifications, your own wealth, your own fame, your own beauty. The white man at the top is embarrassed because he gets booed and things aren't going his way. It doesn't matter if you have millions of fans. At the end of the game, and at the end of the day, you will still be the scapegoat. You will still be the one that the men at the
Yes, talking about Taylor Swift on daily basis is something I don't usually like to do. I decided to do this video simply because the way Libras are freaking out after Trump reacted to this, like, oh, this is the president of the United States. It's like this people don't know who Trump is. It is crazy to even see them continue to do this. We know who Trump is. Trump is someone that cannot hide his feeling. If Trump is not happy with you, you will see it clearly. That is what Trump does every single time. Because he's not president, he should not be able to do this. No. These people were not there during his first term. I don't know. Because Trump is that kind of person that is outspoken. During the campaign, you saw what Trump did. I don't like that lady. Simply because of political issues. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you are a musician, you don't want to involve yourself into things like this, avoid politics. If you're near politics, expect things to be happening this way. People questioning why they hate Taylor Swift. It is crazy to even see this kind of ridiculous questions. There is something more concerning. The View had a segment today. Oh, they said Trump is now ready to ban this also. I don't know why everything around these people revolves around race. It is crazy. I'm tired of hearing that. Take a look at this.
Yes. What about you, Anna?
Okay, well, I don't do sports. I don't do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because you remember last week we were talking about
God bless you abundantly. If you're new, this is what I do on daily basis. If you see clips after this is just for the algorithm. Please, you can even stop here. No need to watch.
A white man.
And I'm in shock.
to be doing. Like, there is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audits and waste, fraud, and abuse are not the same things.
The idea of we're going to go through an audit and we're going to cut waste, we're going to get rid of the fat, trim it, is something people support. There is such a lack of transparency around.
To see what happens when you take a business approach to the government in the White House. We're seeing right now with this whole U.S. aid thing, where they're uncovering massive amounts of corruption and
their hard-earned money, and they want their tax dollars to look like it's helping the country.
And also, I got to say,
don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
To her.
The EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade, and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And because, final point for me, 1.5 years is because...
This is the United States.
You're talking about a man who didn't become the president of the United States because of merit.
This lady is not unstopped.
Where awful things have happened. So
and sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag
are quality and policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need...
He's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
All right, right now you're looking straight. Remember it.
We as a country about James.
And then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jordan.
In the 5 tenants of
Palisades Village right here. This is the town center of sorts.
And he did this little dance.
Josh Green, the governor of down in Hawaii, had some.
And then we watch the news or talk.
Now look, I have a lot of. So please.
I was being lazy on the couch at like Friday night. Any more you would criticize?
Party. The Democratic Party have lied to us about